Welcome to Lost the Plot. In this video, we're diving into The Hedge Knight by George R.R. Martin, the first of the Dunk and Egg novellas. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire, and you're excited for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, this recap is a perfect way to revisit our favorite fantasy world. Just a heads up, as we look back on these exciting events, there will be spoilers, so make sure you've read the books if you're new to the story. This tale takes place almost a century before the events of A Song of Ice and Fire, after the dragons are rumored to be extinct, but while the powerful House Targaryen still rules. The political landscape remains familiar, with the ruling class made up of knights, lords, and influential houses like Tyrell, Lannister, Arryn, Tully, Hightower, and Baratheon, names you'll recognize from the popular series. We begin our journey with Dunk, the main character, as he deals with the death of his mentor, Ser Arlen. Dunk had served as Ser Arlen's squire for almost as long as he could remember, deeply respecting the old knight. Though Dunk isn't the cleverest man in the kingdoms, everything he does know, he learned from his travels with this honorable mentor. Most importantly, in his final days, Ser Arlen is said to have bestowed upon Dunk his most valuable gift, the title of Hedge Knight. In this world, a hedge knight is a wandering knight without a master, a lord, or a permanent home. Unlike landed knights who serve a lord or hold lands of their own, hedge knights roam from place to place, offering their services in exchange for food, lodging, or coin. The term hedge knight suggests they might sleep under hedges or in the wild, lacking the comfort of stable accommodations. Hedge knights are generally considered of lower status than other knights, as they don't have the backing of a noble house. Still, they uphold the knightly code of chivalry and are trained fighters, though their armor and weapons are often in poorer condition compared to wealthier knights. Before his death, Ser Arlen had been traveling with Dunk to a large tourney at Ashford Meadow, and now Dunk continues his mentor's quest, just as he has taken up his knighthood and belongings. At Ser Arlen's burial, Dunk excuses himself for taking his weapons, promising to make good use of them in the tourney ahead. Dunk is a towering figure, about 7 feet tall with messy brown hair and a plain, weathered face. He's a commoner born in Flea Bottom, the poorest area of King's Landing. Despite his size and strength, Dunk hasn't had an easy life. He's rough around the edges, not just in looks but in his knightly skills. Yet he's ambitious, and there's a lingering question throughout the story: was Dunk truly knighted, or did he claim the title on his own? His ambition and sense of honor often collide, making him a compelling character. On his way to the event, where he hopes to make a name for himself, Dunk decides to spend a few of his last coins on a night at a nearby inn to rest, both for himself and his horses, before the challenges ahead. At the inn, he encounters a brash young boy called Egg, who hints that Dunk should let him squire for him at the tourney. Though initially dismissive, Dunk eventually gives in to the boy's determination and agrees to take him on as a companion. Egg is a young boy with a shaved head, which gives him a distinctive look. He appears as a humble servant, but he's sharp-witted, with a quick tongue and a streak of independence. Despite his simple clothes, there's something about his confidence that feels out of place for just a stable boy. When Dunk arrives at the tourney, the stakes become clear. Losing could mean death, or at best, forfeiting his horse and weapons to the victor. With barely any coins left, Dunk knows he must win at least one joust, or everything, including his newly claimed status, could be lost. In order to be allowed to compete, Dunk must prove his knighthood or find a lord willing to vouch for him. In this world, knights are typically made by other knights and anointed by septons, but Dunk was knighted only by the man he'd served, with no witnesses except for an elm tree and a robin. Before he has the chance to compete, Dunk finds himself caught up in royal politics. He has a violent clash with Prince Aerion Brightflame, a sadistic Targaryen prince, after defending a helpless puppeteer from Aerion's cruelty. Dunk's sense of justice and honor set him apart from other knights, but it also lands him in potentially fatal trouble. In a turn of events, just when Dunk is about to be severely harmed by Aerion's men, Egg calls out to save him, revealing that he is Aerion's younger brother, a Targaryen and missing prince many have been looking for. As well as dealing with the shocking news that he has been misled by Egg, Dunk is accused of treason for attacking a prince, Knowing that Dunk has a right to a trial by combat, and that this one-on-one battle could be perilous, Aerion challenges Dunk to an unexpected trial of 7, a type of combat that hadn't been performed in decades. This ancient form of trial captures the nobility's attention, and Dunk soon finds surprising allies as he gathers 6 knights to stand with him against Aerion's team. One of Dunk's most important supporters is Prince Baelor Breakspear, heir to the Iron Throne, Aerion's uncle, and a man who truly values honor. The trial itself is an intense battle. While Dunk isn't the best jouster, his experience in close combat shows. He's a brawler at heart, and his sheer determination helps him take down his opponents. However, the victory is overshadowed by tragedy when Baelor is accidentally killed by his own brother during the chaos of the fight. Baelor's death sends shockwaves through the realm, casting a shadow over Dunk's hard-won victory. In the wake of Baelor's death, his brother, and the man who swung his final blow, Maekar Targaryen, speaks with Dunk, sharing his regret. It is here that Dunk's story comes full circle. As under an elm tree, Maekar offers Dunk a knighthood, to serve him at his residence, Summerhall. Though as ambitious as Dunk is, he chooses to take Egg as his squire and set off on the road to Dorne. Their journey has only just begun, and their bond grows stronger as they prepare for more adventures together. Throughout the story, an irony becomes clear. Dunk, who isn't noble by birth and may not even be a true knight, embodies the real values of knighthood. The highborn knights around him often display cruelty, arrogance, and treachery, but Dunk remains honorable and protects the weak. This becomes an important lesson for Egg, who learns more from Dunk's actions than from the noble knights surrounding him. A key theme in this story is the contrasting paths Dunk and Egg take to navigate their social status, yet how these differences ultimately bring them together as friends. Dunk, a low-born orphan, adopts Ser Arlen's weapons, horse, and title, crafting the persona of Duncan the Tall and forging his own sigil in a bid to rise above his station. Egg, by contrast, conceals his high-born heritage, shaving his head and dressing as a commoner. Despite their different approaches, both characters share resourcefulness and ambition, navigating a world defined by rigid social hierarchies, and it's this shared determination that brings them together. The Hedge Knight is packed with action, honor, loyalty, and themes of identity. It also offers a glimpse into the Targaryen dynasty, setting the stage for tensions and relationships that will shape Westeros for generations to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want more recaps and deep dives into the world of Game of Thrones, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.